is, folks, they're going to make you poor. They're going to make you go on government assistance so they can run your life like these veterans. And it is just, and I see the first commenter in this article in U.S. News and World Report that's linked on Drudge. How stupid is it to kill off the energy source without a replacement? Liberals never see the big picture when it has to do with technology and numbers. No, it's not about not seeing the big picture. They're not liberals. The globalists have all moved their investments to China, who has no standards. They're increasing the value of their investments by shutting us down. Just like General Electric gets waivers on all this domestically, they can have new plants and expand old plants and put out all the CO2 they want, but everybody else has to cut it in half, which is impossible. I'm sorry, Ben Fuchs, going back to you, brother. So for vets out there, and then we'll get into all this other news, breathing exercises, basic exercise, not eating MSG, not eating aspartame. I mean, just the whole society's falling apart. It's all coming out, even CBS News. Oh, aspartame does give you diabetes. You were talking about that on the show a month ago, Ben.
You know, here's the idea. There's this notion that to take care of yourself and to stay healthy, it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to take a lot of work. The message that I want people to understand is it is simple and easy to restore your body back to health because it's in the body's nature to heal. Every time you cut yourself, you are witness to this healing process. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to take any special potions. You don't need any prescription drugs. The skin just does its duty. It heals itself. When you break a bone, a place where you broke it is stronger after it heals than it was before it broke. Not only is it in the body's nature to heal itself, it's in the body's nature to get stronger when it is under certain amounts of stress. This is how exercise works.
Now they're trying to get rid of vaginal birth. Someday it'll be a conspiracy that women ever had babies, period. They'll be grown in tanks.
Let me tell you about the disaster of cesarean sections. When a baby is born, he is coated with bacteria, and that bacteria become that baby's personal microbiome for producing vitamins and detoxifying food and processing anything that the kid eats for the rest of his life. A baby that's born non-vaginally through cesarean section is going to be compromised at the digestive system level for life. He's going to be running higher risks for degenerative disease, and this is a baby that's going to be forced to interact with the medical
And they don't want him getting the colostrum that is every immunity the woman and her entire genetic line had, an entire vaccination all the way back to the beginning of humanity. Don't get that either.
That's right. And then how many mothers are told to give their babies formula because there's not enough nutrients in breast milk? I just got a Facebook message from a guy who said just that. He went to the doctor. The doctor said, well, breast milk's okay, but there's not enough nutrients in it. We need to give you a B12 and we need to give your baby a B12 and fluoride injection. Folks, this is not only stupidity and bad science and bad biochemistry. It's killing us. It's costing us our quality of life. It's so tragic and it's so unnecessary. If you do things like, number one, practice deep breathing. Number two, get on a nutritional supplement program. Number three, not interacting with the corporate domesticating food, the food that gets us fat and the food that keeps us dumb and stupid. Simple things like that can restore ourselves back to health because it's the way the body is constructed. It's the divine force at work, and it doesn't need our help. It simply needs raw materials to do its work.
Amazing. Now, my neck, my face, my arms, my legs have all gotten smaller, but I don't follow the whole InfoWarsHealth.com longevity program. I'm trying to. My belly has stayed the same size, and a lot of evidence is I guess I'm still eating gluten, and I guess I've got the wheat belly.
You know, it's the stress response that we're talking about. To the body, there's only two kinds of stresses, Alex. There's the stress of being eaten by a saber-toothed tiger or a lion, and there's the stress of starvation. So what the body will do when it's under stress, and it doesn't know that there's stress from the government and stress from the IRS and stress from our families and stress from our foods. It just thinks we're going to be eaten by a tiger or we're going to starve. So number one, it will send us out on a one-pointed hunt for food, and it'll put that food on our bellies. It'll store it as fat, and it won't allow us to lose that fat because it thinks a famine is about to approach. Number two, it's going to activate the chemistry that will protect us from being eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. Number one, it's going to divert blood from the digestive system and from the brain into the legs so that we can run. And number two, it's going to clot the blood and it's going to cause hypertension so we don't bleed to death. And when you think about it, all of the diseases that we're suffering from, all the degenerative diseases that we're suffering from are the result of lack of circulation, stagnation, blood clotting, obesity, and oh, by the way, you can throw in a shrinking of the brain, the intellectual centers of the brain, and a slowing down of the immune system.
There was a big study on that, geneticists, where the IQ is dropping across the world.
No surprise, Alex.
Stay there.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gate, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
It's no secret that pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, molds, and fungus can inflict severe damage in the human body. Fortunately, a new and vastly improved silver solution has been developed. Supernatural Silver is a revolutionary broad-spectrum antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal solution that can be used inside the body as well as on the skin. Supernatural Silver is unique and superior to colloidal and ionic silvers, using a patented technology that is highly effective against colds, flus, infections, food poisoning, and yeast, in addition to many other pathogens. Supernatural Silver is scientifically supported, extremely safe, and is the #1 choice of thousands of people for immune system support. Find out how Supernatural Silver could change your life. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HEALTHY for 20% off. That's supernaturalsilver.com, and like us on Facebook.
If you want an American company with American products made by Americans, here is the Cal Ben Soap Company. Alex and his staff have used these pure soap products for years. These all-natural soaps are made from the highest quality vegetable and coconut oils that are earth-friendly and safe. See them on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091 for a free catalog. Buy the 1 to 2 month sample package and enjoy soaps that are twice as good as what you're using now. Or save big with a 1 to 2 year supply of soaps for all your cleaning needs. This is an amazing deal. You can save thousands of dollars and you will love the way real soap makes you feel. See them on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091 for a free catalog.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
We're back live. Our guest is pharmacist Ben Fuchs. You can find all of the longevity products that are the very best at the lowest prices at InfoWarsHealth.com. There's also phone numbers there if you want to call and ask any questions. You can sign up for auto shipping and get free shipping. That's very important to do. And it's all up there. The Pollen Burst Plus, the Beyond Tangerine, the Osteo FX, and 300 plus other amazing products in the catalog area of InfoWarsHealth.com. That's InfoWarsHealth.com. Or you can also go to InfoWarsTeam.com and sign up there to be a distributor. That's InfoWarsTeam.com. Okay, Ben, break down then for the average person who tries to stay away from the GMO. Well, I mean, the general public's eating GMO, aspartame, artificial sweeteners. The McDonald's food and others has the silicone in it. I mean, what they can get away with putting in food. All this is out there now. Our longevity's dropping. The cancer is exploding. The diabetes. All of this. And society's falling apart. What would you begin with? I'm going to give you the floor right now for the next 10 minutes before we go to calls and news. What would you go through? What are our biggest health issues, and what exactly is wrong with the medical model? Why are we falling apart? What can we do about it? Why do we need to supplement? What does weight loss occur as a byproduct of supplementation? What is the problem with fluoride? You've got the floor.
All right. The biggest problem that we're dealing with is what you've been talking about for the last couple of hours, this idea of post-traumatic stress syndrome. Post-traumatic stress syndrome simply means that we're stressed after trauma. From birth forward, the human body is attacked with things like fluoride in the water, excitotoxins in the food, nutritionally deficient foods, sugar, et cetera, not to mention pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. It makes perfect sense that we would all be dealing with a type of post-traumatic stress. So the first and most important thing we can do if we're dealing with a degenerative disease or to prevent degenerative disease is to figure out how to tell the body that we are safe, that everything is okay from a survival standpoint. And the first thing you need to do, or we need to do, is understand the breathing processes we talked about before. The biggest emergency to the body from a physical standpoint is lack of oxygen. Over time, as we are bombarded with stress, we begin to contract our body, and by the time we're in our 20s or 30s, we're filled with these microscopic little contractions that are pools of hypoxia, pools of low oxygen. And these pools of low oxygen accumulate, and the body over time believes that it's about to die. So the first and most important thing we can do to activate the body's relaxation chemistry, healing chemistry, built-in healing chemistry, is to deep breathe and to blow off carbon dioxide. Now, I don't want to beat this to death, but that's probably the single most important thing we can do. The second most important thing we can do is to figure out how to eat less calories and get more nutrients. The average American diet is the exact opposite. It's more calories and less nutrients. And you and I have talked about this before. When the body gets calories without nutrients, it continues being hungry. We have a shutoff center in our brain, an appetite suppressant center in our brain. And this appetite suppressant center in the brain is dependent on nutrients and protein, and to a certain extent fats as well. So making sure that you're getting enough protein, making sure you're getting enough fats in the form of essential fatty acids and saturated fats, by the way, like coconut oil, and making sure that you're getting enough micronutrients is the second most important strategy that you can use. And not only is it an important strategy for helping turn on the relaxation chemistry, but it's a wonderful strategy for building your immune system and allowing your body to lose weight naturally. In fact, as you know, one of the most common effects of nutritional supplementation with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the longevity products is weight loss. And we don't even talk about weight loss as being a benefit from using the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. It's just a natural effect of nutritional supplementation. The third most important strategy that we can use is to refuse to interact with the corporate machine that could care less about our health. Your doctor, the medical model, the corporate medical model, corporate food, these people have could care less whether we live or die as long as they extract our money. To refuse to interact with the McDonald's of the world, the Taco Bells of the world, the Kaisers of the world, to refuse to participate in their scam is the third most important strategy that we can use. And let me tell you something. When we pass by McDonald's, we don't want to be driving through. We want to be driving by. And as we're driving by, we want to be giving them the finger because they are truly the enemy of humanity. And if we participate in eating the fast food and eating the corporate swill and not supplementing using a nutritional supplement program, we are complicit in our own demise. The third thing, drink more water, clean water, filtered water, and stay away from toxic fluoride, whether it's in the form of toothpaste or whether it's in the form of drinking water. One of the most insidious ways that we pollute, humanity is being polluted, is by fluoride in the drinking water for babies. If you go to Walgreens or these Rite Aid, these drugstores and convenience stores, you'll find nurse